Forgot to record. Want to go watch it? You can. I know some people use it. So I'll try to get it up there this afternoon. Hey, before I start though, body language, guys. I'm telling you. I don't just say this to say it. There is a correlation between scores and body language because I'm looking at scores from yesterday. Maybe I'm looking at somebody who stayed the same. Y'all, that person yesterday was doing this. Is this the most fun thing on the planet? No.
Yes.
Hey, I like that answer. It's not. School's just not the most fun thing in the world. I get it. But we got to be here, right? Might as well give me your best. So I'm going to call people. And look, this is recorded. Mom and daddy, grandma, grandpa, whoever is going to watch it. Wouldn't it be embarrassing if I called you out and said, hey, Asher, body language? Wouldn't that be embarrassing? I was just kidding. Asher's doing great right now. Right now, he is. All right. Let me get somebody to read number one, please. Go ahead, Derek.
James read 3,472 pages of his book. Madeline read 1,382 pages more than James. How many pages did they read total?
Hey, I love how he read that because you could tell he put some emphasis on a certain word. What word did he put a little extra oomph on, Emerson? He read that word more because that's the word we skipped yesterday. That word's going to come in really handy today. What's another word up there that maybe you could get a little more emphasis, Elijah? Total's the one we're looking for. Both of those tell me I'm going to do some addition here. But guys, going back to yesterday, I made this. I think I gave this visual. I got James. I got Madeline. Who is the only person right now that we actually know how many pages they read? Quinn? Yo, we only know James. James read 3,472. Now, look, I still got people who are just going to take those two numbers and add them together. But Madeline did not read 1,382 pages. That's how many pages more she read than James. So what would I do to figure out, what's her name? Madeline's total. Grayson, what would I do?
Add 3,472 plus 1,382.
All right, let's knock that out. Who's got my ones place? Maggie?
4.
Tens place? Gabe?
5.
I know the 5 stays, but what's my tens place? 8 plus 7.
15.
5 stays, 1 goes. My hundreds place? Mia?
8.
Thousands place. Matthias?
4.
So that gave me 4,854, which that's an answer choice, right?
Yeah.
You think I might get some people to pick that?
Yes.
Possibly. But now that I know Madeline's total, I know James' total, what's the last thing I have to do? Asher, what do I have to do?
You have to add 4,854 plus 3,472.
Bingo. Who's got my ones place? Quinn, I already called on you. Addie.
Sorry, my brain just went like
You're good.
6.
Tens place. Carson.
Wow.
2 stays, 1 goes. Hundreds place. Palmer. 3 stays, 1 goes. Thousands place. Berkeley. Would have given me 8,326. Do you have 2 answer choices that look very, very similar to that?
Yes.
Y'all, they are evil. They're going to try to get you to pick B. That's why you have to double check that if your answer is matching whatever you're circling. That's where you would have had it. We might have doubled that number today. Because yesterday, the only thing we messed up was reading. And that's easy to fix. Does anybody got a question on one? No questions? Everybody's good. Well, I can give you another one right now and everybody get it right. Don't tempt me. What's up?
So when I got done doing like this question from the 8 from the 4, like so when it was 13, I feel like I was like why is it like no 7? But I forgot to add the 1 to the 4.
The
That's
one
what
that
I
you,
made
are you talking about the one that you carried over?
Yeah.
Y'all, that's why I always circle it. That way I don't forget it. You can either circle it, put a star, do something, but that's like a common mistake. But hey, you can always fix that by checking your addition with what? Always. Let's see what we got. Raise your hand if you got 1 correct. Hey, I said we might have doubled it today. We doubled it. That's great. And look, hey, being engaged and being focused, like you know if you got that question right or wrong, right? That number should be 17, but somebody didn't raise their hand because they weren't paying attention. They didn't know if they got it right or wrong. Like you know instantly, right? when I'm going over it. Guys, if your hand's not up, I skip right over it. That number should be high. All right, let's look at number 2. I think this was the one I told you that for Throwback Thursday, this should be the one we Rick play. Maybe not today, but we'll get there. Emerson, read number 2, please.
There are 36 tickets on the table.
All right, keywords. There's 3 I'm looking for. Gates, give me one of them.
Split
Gates, when you see split, what operation comes to your mind?
division.
I agree. What else do you see, Grayson?
Each
Could be multiplying, could be dividing, but we already see split. What's another clue that makes me think I'm definitely dividing? This will show me who's been paying attention. Sophia?
evenly.
Okay, so that's another clue. If we're doing evenly or equal groups, that's the third word I was looking for. There's another hint that leads me to think, ooh, that each means I'm dividing. Rose? How many can be a lot of things? Because I can say how many more. How many doesn't necessarily help me with division? Addie?
And like and.
That can be the same thing. I could go multiple ways with that. Ooh, I've said this a few days, y'all. We got to get in the habit of knowing this. Maggie, you're my last hope. What could also make me think, hey, I'm dividing, not multiplying? Everybody look at your answer choices.
Oh,
All of them are getting what?
smaller.
Guys, if they're getting smaller, we can't be multiplying. We would be dividing. If they were getting bigger, then that each might lead me to think, hey, I'm multiplying. So I am going to take those 36 tickets. I am going to split them. What do you think broke my heart? What would you divide by that could break my heart, Jeremy?
People didn't like add Rowan, so they did 36 divided by 3.
And look, you could have done great math. You could have gotten 12. And I would have said, man, that's awesome. But I cannot help you read these questions. Guys, Rowan and 3 friends and 3 people, that's how many?
4.
That's got to be 36 divided by 4. And if you know your facts, you cruise through that question. Mia, what's 36 divided by 4? Would have been 9, which is B. I truly think 2 is more of a reading question than a math question this week. Now, I could be really mean and switch it to like a normal to where I take Rowan out and just say 3 friends are going to split it. So I can change this question. Please make sure you're reading number 2. I think this one's going to be really good as well. Any questions on 2? Appreciate you got 2 correct.
Wow.
All right, that one is going up as well. So look, if you're getting those 2 numbers on a Tuesday, that's a really good start. All right, number 3 was our second lowest yesterday. I think it's because maybe we hadn't seen one like that before. I think if you know your facts and you watched yesterday, this will make a lot more sense. Can somebody read number 3? Go ahead, Airly.
Which of the following choices is a multiple of 4 and a factor of 32?
So if you remember yesterday, I started with the first part. Let's just worry about the multiples of 4 first. Without even listing a multiple, who can get rid of an answer choice? Without even doing a single lick of work. Rose, what would you get rid of? I could. Is she wrong? No. You could get rid of 14. She's just thinking, I know my facts. There's something I would get rid of before that. Larry?
2.
Y'all, what's the very first multiple of 4 going to be?
4.
Can't be 2. Now, 2 is a factor of 4, and 2 is a factor of 32, but it's not a multiple of 4. All right, what would my next multiple of 4 be, Elijah?
8.
All right. Ooh, so 8's a possibility. What's my next multiple of 4, Palmer? Ooh, 12's a possibility. I got to keep going, though, because I got to see what's up with 14. What's my next multiple of 4? Larry?
16.
16. Does 14 fall in that category? Nope. And 14 is not even a factor of 32 either. So I got 2 possibilities. I either know that 8 times something is going to give me 32, or I know 12 times something is going to give me 32. All right, who knows their facts? Can I do 8 times something to get 32? Gates, what would it be?
4.
You guys agree? So do I. So that's going to be my answer, but I'm going to check 12 anyways. And we'll check that by listing multiples. What's 12 times 1? What's 12 times 2?
4.
12 times 3.
36.
We skip right over 32. It can't be a factor of 32. Speaking of 12s, I hope you're studying. Because on Friday, you're gonna have a 12s quiz.
Yeah.
Like, guys, I'm literally gonna give you 10 questions in 1 minute. Which, I mean, you do 100 questions in 2 minutes every Friday. If you don't know your 12s, you won't do very well. You've got to study those flashcards. If it were me, what's today? Tuesday?
Tuesday. No, Monday. No, tomorrow, Tuesday.
It's Tuesdays. You got Tuesday night, Wednesday night, Thursday night. You got 3 nights. Maybe tonight take 12 times 2 through 12 times 5. Then the next night take 12 times 6 through 12 times 8. The next night take 12 times 9 through 12 times 12. You don't have to study a ton of cards every night. You really don't have to study much every night. But that Friday is going to show me who is actually studying those 12s. Can we triple this number? I bet we doubled it. Raise your hand if you got 3 correct. We doubled that.
Actually.
Hey, we at least doubled it, and it's going up. So far, so good.
That's the question.
Hey, 4 is where we struggled yesterday. 4 is where we struggled today. Just out of curiosity, how many people drew a picture for number 4? Yeah, it was not that many. Guys, I always say, when in doubt, draw a picture. If you've missed this question a couple days in a row, you might want to consider drawing something. Can I get somebody to read that one, please? It is Chandler's birthday today. I'm so sad this morning. He's 3. He's old. Go ahead, Mia. So look, stop right there. We're gonna read a little, do a little. I instantly would have done this because it takes me 10 seconds. You could have literally drawn a pizza. Either way, you could draw so many pictures to match that first sentence. All right, Mia, read the next sentence.
6 of them.
All right, I ate 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can shade in 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, what's the question asking, Mia?
What fraction of the pizza did Mr. Peter eat?
Because I don't care about what's left. I want to know what I ate. So I know there's 3 pieces left over here, 3 pieces left over here. Who can give me a denominator for either one of those pictures? Rose, what would it be? Guys, that's going to come from your total amount of slices. Excuse me, total amount of slices. We had 9 slices. Numerator depends what the question's asking, and this wants to know how many I ate. Who can raise their hand and give me a numerator? Palmer?
6.
Guys, I ate 6 pieces of pizza. Who is super confident that 6 ninths represents exactly what the question is asking for? Because I'm very confident. That is what the fraction is, or that's what the pictures are representing. That's the fraction. Is that an answer choice? Guys, I still got people who are panicking and choosing something that is close. Either A, because there's a 6 in it, or B would be good math, but you didn't read. 3 ninths is what is left. You know, if I know 6 ninths is correct, and I don't see it as an answer choice, what does that mean? Okay?
You have to figure out what it represents as like smaller.
Yes, guys, I've got to figure out a different way to represent that. One of those fractions is going to be equivalent. If you would have taken D, 2/3, I'm marking about to break, and cross multiply it, they look completely different. They represent the same amount. Ladies, what's 9 times 2? Fellas, what's 3 times 6?
8.
Guys, that answer would have been 2/3. If 6 ninths was an answer choice, what would you do? Circle it and move on. You don't always have to cross multiply, but if you're confident in your answer and you don't see it, one of those might be equivalent. Now, if you cross multiplied and none of them are equal, that means we made a mistake. But if you're putting 3 ninths, that part I cannot fix. You've got to read what the question's asking. If you're not drawing a picture, draw a picture.
Okay.
Questions on 4? Case?
I got a picture, but I still got it wrong.
What did you choose?
I chose A. Because I think I didn't cross multiply.
So where did you get the 6 from? Where did you get the denominator from?
Uh,
Was that from what you ate?
uh,
Alright, so you mixed up your numerator and denominator. Your denominator is always going to come from the total that you have, whether you ate it or it's left. So that's where we got the 9 from. That 6 would have been your numerator. So you put that on the bottom, and the 3 was what was left. You got your numbers mixed up.
so A is denominator.
how many we ate for this one would have been our numerator, because that's what the question is asking. Your denominator is always gonna be from whatever the total is. Like if it said I had 15 pencils and I broke 9 of them, my denominator would be 15, because I had 15 total. And that's why I like the picture. Yes, ma'am.
I was just asking my friend.
Okay, raise your hand if you got number 4 correct. We tripled it. But after, look, that number was low yesterday. It should have been this high, so this is good. It's going up.
Well,
All right, last but not least, let's see if we can get all 5 arrows pointing to the sky. Go ahead, Grayson.
Benji get. That's right.
Yeah, you're good.
Benji does 2 sheets 4 days a week.
All right, let's stop right there. Read a little, do a little. Here's my 4 days. All right, keep going.
Each day he buys 3 bags of gum.
All right. Let me do it like this. Let's do Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. 3 packs of gum. Keep going, Grayson.
Each bag has 9 pieces of gum. How many pieces of gum does he buy each week?
So look, you guys could look at keywords and you're probably thinking, I don't need these pictures. I'm just telling you, I'm a visual person. It helps me. So when it says each day he buys 3 bags of gum, you should be thinking, hey, I could be multiplying, I could be dividing. Guys, look at your answer choices. All of them getting what? All of them are getting bigger, so I gotta multiply something. What could I multiply within those first 2 sentences? Elijah, what could I multiply? 3 times 4, 4 times 3, and I've got that from this picture. Alright? You guys are smart. 4 times 3 is what? What does that 12 represent? 12 what? Carson, 12 what? That's how many bags of gum I have. Hey guys, look at my picture. Do you see 12 circles? Okay, so that checks out. Alright, then she said each bag has 9 pieces. Again, each bag. I could be multiplying, I could be dividing. We just said all the answer choices are getting bigger. And even if you didn't know that, you could sit here and say, well, look at this picture. I could add up all these pieces. Repeated addition is the same exact thing as multiplication. So what equation could I use next to finish this off? Emerson?
12 times
9. Man, those 12s are coming back. Anybody? What's 12 times 9?
108.
Would have given me 108, which is C. Number 5 is just going to be different operations every day. It's going to be a 2-step problem, maybe even more. You just got to use your keywords. But this one that was our highest yesterday. I guess that's not surprising because we had that last week too. Did you have a question?
I was gonna ask, so basically what I did was, step 1 and step 2, and I did 3 times 9 equals 27, and 27 times 4. Are we allowed to do it that way?
For this specific question, that would work.
I did that. Cause I just wanted